Football Show is powered by the all-electric Chevy Silverado.
Welcome to the Pro Football Show presented by the Chevy Silverado, a brand new season. It is 2024. We are back. We've got Will Compton, Dan Katz, Dave Portnoy is the guest picker. We've got Jersey Jerry. I am Casey Smith. A brand new season, boys. Brand new season presented by the Chevy Silverado. And this year, the all-electric Chevy Silverado, the only EV worthy of the Silverado name and game changer. Dan, we did the commercial earlier today for the intro. How did it feel driving
Incredible truck. I've actually driven it twice now. Grit Week, we had one, and I was driving all around doing interviews. It drives like a dream. It's incredible. It's an incredible, incredible truck.
And I actually plugged it in for the commercial too. It's incredibly easy to do.
Yeah.
If I can plug it in and do it, anybody can do it.
Yes.
So check out the first ever all-electric Chevy Silverado. Visit Chevy.com to build your own Chevy Silverado or Silverado EV. Okay, boys, we're just going to get right into this, the records, because we've been talking about it before we started recording. This is a new season. The slate is clean. But Dan, you had a hell of a season.
I have to somehow back this up. I went 57% last year, picking every single game against the spread. A lot of people say I suck, don't know ball. Lucas, big loser behind the camera. But 57% speaks for itself.
He did sandbag you a few times last year.
Yeah, and listen, 57% picking the games on a Thursday, not even waiting for Sunday and the kickoff. Like, hey, record speaks for itself. And Will, you had a great year too.
Yes, you did.
Not 57%.
Not 57%.
Close.
But close.
I love the year I had. I feel like I started off strong, kind of fizzled there at the end. You were riding high, even all the way through the playoffs.
I saw the board.
It's good to be back, though.
Yeah.
It's good to be
We
back.
got Dave for a show.
Yeah, even
Football?
the guest share was.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
good.
126, 105, and 11.
You guys say so.
What?
That wasn't versus the spread.
That was.
It was.
Yeah. 100% versus.
Last year
spread.
was the first time we did it
Ever since
against the
Dion
spread.
left,
Yeah.
we
That's
did the
crazy.
spread.
That's crazy
Yeah,
stats.
when Dion was there, it had to be straight up, but it's against the spread. Dave, how are you feeling going into this season?
I'm excited. I'm having a great gambling season leading into this show.
Mr. WNBA over there.
Love the WNBA. I love Caitlin Clark, but I've had a great year. So I'm playing with house money. With this show airs when, right?
Friday night.
Friday nights.
So I'm already going to be way up because I'm hammering the Ravens tonight. So I feel good. I'm seeing the board very clearly. Anything with a ball, sport, puck, whatever, I'm seeing it.
It's yours.
What do you got on the Ravens-Chiefs game?
Currently $300,000.
Ravens money line.
Love them.
Money line, right?
Like,
Money line.
is it one of those lightning picks for you where you've just
No,
seen it, or
and again, we're talking past tense. Maybe we
Right.
can clip this and get it out. I don't know, because I was going to make a rant anyways. But it's all about something I know a lot about, Super Bowl hangovers. So the Chiefs coming off that Super Bowl, and Travis Kelce's gallivanting the globe with Taylor. If you see Mahomes with him a decent amount, they're all over the map. The victor goes to spoils, get all these opportunities. Brittany Mahomes, getting into politics. There's a lot going on with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The other offseason, what do we hear? Lamar, he can't win a big game. Lamar can't win a big game. Lamar can't win a big game. Harbaugh defending his quarterback. One team has a chip, one doesn't. Motivation, totally different. Love Baltimore.
did he convince you?
Yeah, he did.
He did. That's
But
what
I
the
can be
show is.
convinced on literally
I mean,
every
anything.
game this week.
Also, I think this is a bet on the Ravens. Chiefsaholic was sentenced to 17 and a half
Yeah,
years.
yep.
And when you lose Chiefsaholic, that's a big
Yeah.
piece of your organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, maybe not every year. They got 3 Super Bowls now. I feel like they've had hangovers every year.
Yeah, I mean, they lost the Lions last year.
They don't come out gunning. So I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens tonight.
But you don't think your girl Taylor's going to be good luck again this year?
Well, I don't know that she was good luck. I mean, you can't really, because they won 2 Super Bowls
Right.
before she was in the mix. I just don't think there's any way Travis Kelce's ready to play football in week 1.
And it's urgency, like you said. I mean, the Chiefs showed everyone last year that the regular season doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't need to be ready until it's playoff time.
Yeah.
They could be bad all year or mediocre.
So I truly love the game. It wasn't just, I love the game.
So when this is airing, it'll be past tense. So hopefully,
Yeah, I'm
all-
gonna bet
all
it now
came to
too
fruition.
because
yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, fruition.
Got
Jerry, how are you
got it
doing?
right.
Great.
You're back.
Incredible. Feel good. Yeah, ready to go. Excited to be a part of the show again this year. New segment, which I'm excited about.
I've heard it's very funny.
What's the shirt?
Just says always a home game.
Who
Yeah, it's like a Steelers theme.
who paid you to wear that shirt?
Well, I wasn't getting paid for it.
Okay.
It's not an ad. It's
Who
just
made the shirt?
some group on Instagram. Just not a.
You're definitely not wearing out of the goodness of your heart.
Hey, it's a cool shirt. Always a home game.
Yeah.
Steelers colors.
Yeah.
It's actually, I may yoink that, and Caitlin Clark fans may have that very soon.
Ooh.
Store.
That's actually great.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, great idea.
See, idea.
Look at it.
Yeah. There you go.
But no, this is obviously no free ads. It's just a.
Out of the goodness
Definitely.
of your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Instagram account?
It's a Pittsburgh account. Dan.
Okay. Right.
He's trying to trip you up already. It's week one, he's trying to trip you up. All right, before we get into the game, something new we're doing this year as well is that we have our own social handles now for this show. It's always kind of lived on the Barstool main. It is at PFF Show on Twitter, on Instagram. There will be a link in the bio. So all the funny moments, because Dan, we were talking about this. I was talking about with Tom, our producer, earlier. You and Will have your moments throughout the season. The people don't get to see it as much, the bromance. So now they're going to get to see Will forgetting things, the bromance, the whole thing.
I mean, wild shot.
But I got
it's
your
a
back.
new year.
I
It's a
got
new
your
year.
back.
You
I
know
got
what I
your
mean?
back.
You got to set the tone. You got to set the tone.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the storyline games of the week presented by the Chevy Silverado. We're going to start with the Jags at the Dolphins. The Dolphins favored by 3.5. Will, I will start with you. Tua, Trevor Lawrence, before, obviously, we've seen how people have reacted to Tua. It's like up and down. What do you expect to see from him this year with the Dolphins?
No clue. I like the Dolphins minus 3.5. I like the Dolphins minus 3.5. I think they. I think it's tough to kind of stop the firepower that they have on offense. Their defense is going to be healthy. They were obviously banged up a lot last year, especially on the back half of the year. And I just don't really know about Jacksonville. When you rewinded a year, everybody thought, myself included, thought that they might take the division because of what they had coming back after being in the playoffs. Last year, they were kind of abysmal. And I just don't know what you're going to get with Trevor Lawrence. So I'm with the Dolphins minus 3.5 at home.
Dan?
I'm going to disagree. I don't like this game. I hate actually betting week one. I feel like I always lose week one. You just don't have a feel. What?
You like it.
Well, I said I don't like it, but I still do it.
Yeah, but you like it. Don't tell me
I don't
at
like-
12:59 you're not going to be in heaven.
I like that. I don't like 12:59 the other side. On Monday morning at 12:59.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I don't like.
Oh, yeah.
When I look at it, I'm like,
You
what
like the
just
idea of it
happened?
more
Yeah,
than
No,
the
I
actual
listen.
thing.
I love betting. I love getting
you,
betting.
you love it till
week
you love
one.
it till 3:59.
Yes.
So witching hour, yeah.
I lose betting. Week one college football was a debacle. That's just what I do. So I like the Jaguars in this game, and there's really no reasoning behind it, except for the Dolphins. I think they're dealing with a lot of injuries on the defensive line. I don't think they're going to get a lot of push. Trevor Lawrence, he's one of those guys that if he can be like 7-on-7, no pressure, he looks like the greatest player of all time. So that's why I'm taking the Jags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, when you say you're seeing the board clearly, do you think you're seeing the full NFL board clearly or just specific games?
Just specifics.
Okay, so how do you feel about this game?
I like the Dolphins. They're a fast start team to me. And I think we looked at the stats. They started 6-1. They're kind of like soft. It's a soft offense and a lot of skilled guys, and those guys are ready to roll out of the gates generally. And then you start getting the nicks and get a little slower. So I think they come out of the gate fast. I do like this little note. Gabe Davis debut with Jacksonville. I think he has a big year. But yeah, I like the Dolphins here because I just think they're ready. I think that offense, until you don't really know what team you're going to get with them till after apple picking season. But before then, they're going to be flashy, putting points on the board, so I like them.
Yeah, Tua MVP talks always happen in September, always. Okay, Dan, the Cowboys at the Browns minus 2.5. Both of these teams losing in the wild card round last year. Nick Chubb is still out for the Browns. Return of Ezekiel Elliott for Dallas. How are you feeling about these two teams?
Another game I don't love, but I'm going to bet. I'm going to take the Cowboys, kind of similar to what Dave's saying, fast starting. I also am worried about the Browns' offensive line. They've had a little shift with stuff. Didn't their coach, no, what coach passed? No, that was the Ravens. Ravens coach passed away. I was wrong on that. R.I.P. But I don't know what the fuck to expect from Deshaun Watson.
Also, Bill Callahan was in.
That's it. Bill Callahan was in Cleveland. Now he's in Tennessee with his son. He's the best offensive line coach in the NFL. So if there's one thing I've learned about the Cowboys, not only do they start fast, but Micah Parsons, kind of like Tua, like he'll have 8 sacks in the first month. And everyone will be like, look at him. Could he win the MVP?
Yeah.
And then it kind of tails off and teams figure him out. But I like the Cowboys.
Dave?
Are hopes high in Cleveland? They are, right?
I don't know. I think it's more like, what the hell is Deshaun Watson?
Because whenever they have high hopes, they stink. They finished pretty decently last year. I'm going to take the Cowboys because I do, almost mimicking the Dolphins take, I think they're going to be a fast starting team, and I think they'll have a couple wins, and then they kind of start falling apart down the stretch. So I like Dallas here coming out of the gate.
I also like Jerry Jones' spin zone where he was talking about not firing Mike McCarthy and everyone wanted him fired and they're like, you haven't changed anything from last year.
Yeah.
And he's like, we did change something. The urgency's now up.
Dak Prescott's
That's good.
never had
Yeah.
it.
He was just like,
Dak's
everyone's
not an
fighting for their
urgency
job. That's a change.
Yeah.
It's such a
Nice
Jerry
spin
Jones
zone.
answer.
I'm not a Dak guy. Not a Dak guy.
He's good.
He's a stat guy. Good fantasy quarterback. I don't.
Great
So,
fantasy
well, just like Tony
He won-
Romo.
he
Tony
won-
Romo
I
was
don't
the
want
same
him.
way.
I don't want him on my team heading into playoffs.
He won.
I feel like that's more like situational ball from the staff than it is Dak Prescott. Because I think, like, I'm with you guys. I'm going with Dallas. But I feel like it's such a massive year for the front office, the coaching staff, because Jerry Jones kind of backing him. Jerry, like, puts himself in that position to where everybody calls for his head, wants him fired. He's going to buddy him up in his basement, and then he'll let him go kill himself out there the next year if they don't get it done. But I'm going to go Dallas, but I do think it's a massive year for Coach McCarthy.
Dak Prescott won, pardon my takes, preseason award, least improved player of the year.
Oh.
And that's not a slight on him. I just don't think he's going to improve.
Yeah.
He's going to be a good quarterback and lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's
Least
going to put up
improved.
the numbers.
Yeah.
But and again,
If you're the-
Tony Romo
yeah.
did the same
Yeah,
thing.
he's going to be least improved. He's not going to improve to like.
I mean, at one point in his career, Jordan probably didn't improve. So
Yeah,
it's not
right. Least
necessarily
improved.
slight.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He's the least improved player of the year.
Yeah.
But you really think he's that good of a quarterback? You don't think?
Well, I think I'm just saying I think he's a really good quarterback, and he is
Top 10?
He's like the best. Yeah, he's in the top 10.
I don't think so.
He's in that 8 to 10 range.
From a stat perspective, maybe, but as far as somebody you want on your team in the playoffs, he can't be top 10.
Well, yeah, I mean, the stats are obviously there that he's had some lumps in the playoffs, especially again situational football is what it comes down to for the Cowboys.
Let me ask you this. To quote our good friend Stephen Shea, do you think Dak Prescott is a confetti quarterback if you close your eyes?
Yeah, right. That's a good question.
Can you
No.
close your eyes
The
and
answer
see
is no.
Dak
The
Prescott
answer
getting
is no.
confetti on his
Right,
face?
there it is. That's all you
That is
need
a
to say.
fantastic question.
But you can still be a really good quarterback and not
Of
be a
course,
confetti guy.
of course. He's
Yeah.
a good quarterback. He's not a confetti
You'd
quarterback.
almost rather not be that. I'd almost rather not. Outside of the
I'd rather
money
be
and
Gardner
the fame,
Minshew.
like outside. Obviously, we're talking fake life. You want the money and all that, but reputationally, I don't know if you want to be like he's really good. Is he confetti guy? No, that's a bad boss.
Yeah, like he's really good until it actually
Because that's
matters.
basically saying something's wrong with him where inside.
Like he's a winner until it actually means he needs to win. Okay. So Jerry mentioned this. We have a brand new segment. So before we get to the game of the week, we have Jerry's Picking Zoo, which this year is presented by Stella Blue Coffee.
New fall flavors are out.
Yes, football season is back. The maple pumpkin pie and apple crumb cake, which both sound incredible.
They're
by
very
the way.
good. Very,
Incredible.
very good.
Both available in ground coffee and K-Cup varieties. These seasonal flavors will fit seamlessly into your coffee routine, and every purchase helps saves homeless pets. So grab Stella Blue Coffee's limited edition fall flavors today at StellaBlueCoffee.com or on Amazon. Use the promo code football and get 20% off any order of $25 or more. StellaBlueCoffee.com. Let's roll Jerry's Picking Zoo.
Osmo, come here, buddy. Come here, little Osmo. See what I mean? This is crazy. Come on, get him out. Get him out. I'm out. Shut it down. I'm out. I can't get bit by this motherfucker. This is called Jerry's Petting Picks. We got the game of the week here. We got the Rams. We got the Detroit Lions. If he picks the right game, Osmo will stay with the petting picks. If Osmo loses, he is done. He is not coming back on the show. He's not liking the lion outfit I got on right now. But here we go. We're gonna put him on the ground. We're gonna put him on the ground. Oh, what's it like? This dog's crazy. This is crazy, Jake. Get him away. Get him away. This dog doesn't like treats. No, Jake, don't let him off the leash, please. Pick the fucking treat, dude.
This dog hates you.
Hey, Lions.
Okay.
Osmo's pick week 1, Detroit Lions. I'm getting out of here. I'm done with this dog. We'll see if he's back next week.
Jerry, what happened?
Why does he hate you?
Vicious dog.
I've never heard that dog bark ever.
I was going to say it was in the gambling cave.
That's Jake Malasak's dog. And
Trying to
he's
get
like,
dogs adopted or like put to sleep.
No, I mean, I've been nice to
Doing
that
like
dog.
a dog shelter, and you're like this fucking dog.
That dog, and by the way, Osmo
I didn't like that segment.
Osmo was a
Like
homeless.
I thought that's bad for dogs.
But the segment, so the whole plan is, listen, the dogs thing, I want people to donate to Paws, buy Stella Blue coffee. I want to also just find an animal that can pick us games. So
Yeah, that's fine.
I said, we go dogs, we go iguanas,
But
you got
dog.
a parrot.
I love dogs.
You got a snake.
That's-
I don't care.
I love dogs. I adopted a dog.
That just set back dogs, though. Like, we're talking about doing, this is, what charity is this for?
Paws Chicago.
Paws
yeah.
for Chicago. I'm, as a viewer, I'm thinking that's like an adoptable dog, and you're like, get this fucking thing away from me.
No, that's Jake Mouse.
That's
Yeah, but-
also, no, you know what? Here's how we clean
But
this
I
up.
didn't
Here's
even
how we
know
clean
that.
this up. That was a breeder dog.
Yeah,
He got that from a breeder.
that was a breeder.
No,
Yeah.
I thought he adopted.
That was a breeder dog.
No, I'm pretty sure that dog.
No, that was a breeder.
no,
That was a breeder
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Breeder.
It's a full
breeder.
blood.
That's a poodle
not-
mix. That's
That's
a
a
Here,
poodle
okay,
mix.
no,
That's
here-
a
here's-
long line of poodle mixes.
I'm pretty sure it was adopted.
No.
And that dog is so sweet. That dog never
is the
barks.
sweetest
That
dog.
dog,
Yeah,
like
looks
he's
super sweet.
Well, Jerry's getting
Jerry.
his tiger
No,
it was the
costume.
costume. It was the costume. It had to be the
Dave.
costume.
Osmo is here a lot, and I swear to God, he's
I
never barked.
disavow that entire segment.
Forever?
No, but if we're going to try and make dogs look bad, I'm
Yeah.
not in that business.
Yeah.
What if it's just Jerry, though?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Jerry.
it's a Jerry problem.
Get-
I was sitting by that dog in the cave.
Then
Yeah, I was-
get Jerry out of that segment. I mean, we can't be making dogs look bad.
You set me up week one, Dan.
I didn't set you up. I didn't
By the
know
way,
that was going to
no,
happen.
That dog doesn't ever do that.
It
He
was
just
the
hates
costume.
you.
He's a sweet dog.
He just hates
Costume was
you.
not
The
good.
costume was the problem.
Right here, it says, in every purchase helps save homeless pets.
Yes.
We cut to what seemed like a homeless pet attacking Jerry. How does anyone think that's a good segment?
But
He's get this fucking dog away from me. His dog's fucking crazy as we're trying to adopt dogs. Like, what are we doing?
What happens if the dog
Jerry.
loses?
Then he's
That's the
out.
limb here.
We find another pet. Listen, I didn't know that was going to go that way, the first one.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. This is a breeder dog. That segment is basically like America's Got Talent to find the best gambling animal out there.
Yeah.
Because I trust gambling animals. Like
Yeah.
if we're gonna find an animal that goes like 6 weeks in a row.
Okay, maybe next week if Osmo does win, you can just be there. Because
That's fine. I'll have
Osmo
him.
won't.
Yeah,
Osmo
yeah.
won't.
Picturing like
That's
all
great.
these little kids, like, Mom, Dad, can we adopt a dog?
Yeah, but Dave, hold on, Dave. Hold on,
That's a
hold on.
segment, like,
If the Lions win, that doesn't matter. If the Lions cover, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All thrown out.
Yeah, then Jerry can't come back.
Jerry, I will
that's-
handle
Dan will do it.
Osmo.
Dan will do
I
it.
will handle Osmo
Dan will
next
do
week.
it.
I know
I mean-
Osmo and I get along great.
Dave, there's not a bigger dog person on the planet than you, and you know that dogs can read people, and he is reading Jerry as an asshole.
Well, hang on.
Maybe we'll
I
go to
gotta
iguana
defend my
next.
man.
I
Jerry,
took
Osmo's a
Ruffles in off
sweet
the
guy.
street.
He
I
did.
got
He just
Ruffles
adopted
off
a
the
dog.
street from Paws.
Why didn't we do Ruffles?
Yeah.
We'll do Ruffles.
Well,
next.
we'll see what happens.
Are you crying?
No, I'm a dog guy. I got 5 dogs.
Who's ever doing graphics, I want like a stamp Dave disavows on that entire segment. I don't want to be associated with that.
I like the Rams.
So,
I like the Rams.
There you go, Will.
okay, that's how you tried to save this?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do. I like the Rams. I think they can have a big year. Love McVay.
Hold on, I gotta present the ad first. I know you're
Okay,
really wanting
sorry,
this to go away. The game of the week presented by the Chevy Silverado is what we just saw, the Rams at the Lions. The Lions minus 3.5. You like the Rams.
I like the Rams. Cooper Kupp starting off healthy. They got, I hate going against the boy McVay. I think Detroit's going to be very good this year. But I think the Rams coming into Detroit, I like them a lot. I think the Rams are going to have a massive year.
Dan?
I'm taking the Lions. The Lions are ready to go. They've got everything. They've beefed up their cornerback position. Their offensive line is elite inside. I like the Rams overall this year.
Yeah.
Like I think they're going to be a good team, but I just think this is a tough spot for them to open the season in Detroit. That crowd's going to be nuts. Night game. They feel like they were 1-2 plays away last year. I think the Lions are going to be great this year. I'm going to take the Lions.
In Goff versus Stafford, too, always. And
Yep.
some weird things happen. Dave?
Yeah, I think both of these teams will be good. I think the Lions will put together another very good season. Detroit, Michigan, the center of the football universe this weekend. I'm going to take the Lions here. It's going to be a Detroit sweep all weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you like the Lions in the North?
I think they'll finish second.
Yeah, you like the Bears coming out on top?
I don't know.
Packers.
Speaking of the Bears, we should just go.
He's very nervous about the Packers.
Just the face says it all. Well, let's get to where I assume, Dan, you're going to end up going. This is a new segment this year called the Playbook Picks, which is presented by DraftKings. With football season kicking off again, college football started last week, the NFL this week. It's the perfect time to dive into action with our partners at DraftKings, which is the #1 place to bet on touchdowns right now. All new customers just put $5 down and instantly get $250 in bonus bets, plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. That's something we can all celebrate. So go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up using our promo code PFFS, and the crown is yours. So, Dan, I would assume we're going to be talking about your Chicago Bears here.
Yes. That's my playbook pick because I have the Bears this weekend. Listen, we've been doing this show for 5-6 years. I don't think I've had a Bears team to be proud of.
We've been doing
the
this
entire
company for
time.
21 years.
Yeah,
I think
there's,
you
well,
can
2018, I
say
think
the
they
whole-
were
like they
okay.
haven't.
All right. We're just going micro. This team's gonna be good this year. Their defense is legit. I told you, Will, last year, right around week 10, I was like, that Bears defense, you guys, everyone's sleeping on it. They're turning the corner. Eberflus took
The
over
offensive
play
line,
calling.
too.
Yep, the offensive line. The most depth we've had at that position. I think the Bears are going to be really, really good this year. I think it starts on Sunday. Caleb Williams is that guy. There's never been a quarterback that we've had who's had more like weapons, team, together, everything. It's all there. And Caleb Williams is the cherry on top. So the Bears are going to win and win by a touchdown.
What color are you painting your nails this week?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I got to see what he does. But he is going to paint his nails. He told us that on PMT, and I'm ready for it. And I'm going to get a purse too.
And a pink phone cover?
Yep. No, it's not. Casey.
Uh-oh.
This is how. See, a lot
I
of
liked
people
it. No, I
talking
loved
shit
it.
about Caleb
But
Williams.
I wasn't. By the way, I loved when he cried to his mom. I loved all of it.
It wasn't a pink
Lamest
phone
thing ever,
cover.
like Raj's mom.
It,
What?
So lame.
it,
It wasn't. I was cute.
who's doing the pick right? Who's doing the playbook pick?
Quite literally
Who's
the
doing the
lamest.
playbook
You got
pick?
the
it
floor.
was so cute.
It wasn't a pink phone cover. It was a pink iPhone. You can get them special.
And a clear cover.
Worse.
I could care less if he's gay. Doesn't matter.
You can be gay and play.
He's not gay.
I'm not saying he is, but it doesn't matter.
He's going to be great. He's going to be great.
You got a lot to be excited about. I think the Chicago Bears are that like shiny new toy you get at Christmas. I think they win this game, but I don't think it's by a lot. I'm taking Tennessee plus 3.5. I think Tennessee.
Biased. You're biased. I did an unbiased pick, and you did a biased pick.
I got the Bears winning, but I like the points with the Titans. I think the Titans are underrated.
Dave, who are you taking in this game?
I've sat. He can do this thing that like, oh, we're not. This is the most excited we've been for the Bears. He's been excited a lot for the Bears, and they.
This year is
But
kinda
Caleb
different.
Williams is
Why?
different. This
Why?
is Caleb
Why?
Williams.
For the same reason that
What he's saying right
for the
now is
same
not
reason-
wrong.
Caleb Williams is just like he walked it, like Justin Fields walked in the door, Caleb Williams walked out the door, and no one even knows it's a different guy.
Caleb
It's
Williams
the
did win a
same
Heisman.
thing.
Just no.
Why?
No.
Why?
Caleb Williams
I think
is much better.
I think this year feels a little bit
I-
different.
Why?
Just like the
I
past.
saw some highlight. I forget it was one of our guys maybe posting a crazy scramble touchdown in the Bears. It's like we've never seen this. Like what are you talking about? That's all Fields did. Like what?
I know this is our NFL show, but Dave, you think that Caleb Williams and Justin Fields were the same college quarterback?
No, but what his point is, and he's not wrong.
Oh no.
Don't do this. Hey, optimistic.
I don't.
No, he's not wrong. Every time that we get a new quarterback, I'm like, this is the guy. He's not wrong. He's not
I
wrong.
don't think that
He's already given up.
the hype.
No, I'm not giving up. What his point? I think it's. Listen,
He was equally excited for Fields.
I
did watch him run up
I
and down
think
the
Caleb
offensive line
Williams is
happen, yes.
different. What I was dumb in the past, I'm smart now.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I'm taking Tennessee. I don't think this guy is the guy. I hope he is.
doesn't like him.
I hope he is because
No, you don't.
I'm not
No,
involved.
you don't.
Patriots
no, you
aren't
don't.
involved.
Don't lie. You don't. You want him to stink.
No, I don't.
You want to be sitting here 3 years from now and be like, I got the next, Nico from Tennessee.
Yes.
And Dave's like, do you remember Caleb Williams? Do you remember
Why?
Justin Fields? Do you remember Mitch Trubisky? That's what you want.
Forgot about you. They've had a lot of these guys.
I forgot
That's
about
what you
Mitch
want.
Trubisky.
That's
They
what you want.
forgot about.
You also weren't like
It's great. It's just assembly line. It's like they're
I
all
like
sitting
Caleb
at a
Williams,
bar.
man.
These
I
number
like
one
him.
picks, which all of Chicago. Same movie, different day.
No, that was dumb us. This is smart us.
I'm gonna take the Titans just because Caleb Williams didn't win.
His defense was
Horrible.
horrendous.
I mean, he won the Heisman having the worst defense.
Won the Heisman Trophy. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, but it's like, who is this coach?
Lincoln
Riley.
Stinking Riley.
Anybody, anybody can win with that guy.
No.
No,
He hasn't won any. He hasn't won a playoff game.
Has he got any Heisman Trophy winners?
He's got some Heisman Trophy winners.
Yeah, exactly.
he has a few. He might have one this year too. That's beside the point.
Next game.
Okay, so the playbook.
I hope I'm wrong.
No, you don't.
We have a lot
No,
of
you
Chicago
don't.
guys who are based
No,
in
you
Chicago.
don't.
It's
No,
good for
you
business
don't. No,
for them
you
to be
don't.
good.
You
And
hope
I
That is a
you're-
good. That is a good
you
point,
hope,
Dan.
You hope that we're doing the same thing in 3 years.
But no, but here's the thing: is
Oh, I don't.
the Patriots are down, so he knows the business is not going to be as good
Yeah,
there.
the
business
Patriots
is
are a
good.
non-factor.
Right. The business needs to be in Chicago.
Correct.
See?
Is this going to be booming?
Caleb Williams. I'm excited to see the nail color, Dan. So the playbook picks will anything.
I
you
didn't
want-
like on Hard Knocks how he said his signing bonus like that. That bothered me.
What do you mean?
Oh, rub
They
it
asked
out.
him to
How'd
say
he
the
say
signing bonus.
How do you say it?
He said 27.5
They
million.
asked him to say it?
Yeah, that's how they do it
Oh,
because
you- yeah,
they
you
did it.
always
You
do.
didn't. Then they have an undrafted rookie and he comes up. He says $5,000 and everyone boos. That's what they do.
That doesn't seem fun.
You
for
have to
that guy.
say your name and then say your
It's not
signing
fun.
bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
No,
I know.
it's
Compton,
yeah.
undrafted $5,000.
Yeah. You had to do that, right?
They're like, oh.
Yeah. Right. Right.
All right.
Oh, that's
laughing?
cute.
I
That's so
hope
cute.
he's
This
good.
is how false narratives start.
I
Why
didn't- I
Dave
didn't
doesn't
that.
know. Dave doesn't know what. it's like
We
being in
do
the locker
need to
room
get
like
a
us.
statistician on whether he went to Italy after he was drafted.
Dave
do
said
you-
he went to Italy for 2 months.
You think this game's more about Caleb Williams question mark or the Titans being revamped and better?
It seems like
It's much more just a historical
he's
play
wrong on history.
on the history of Chicago and their
All right.
enthusiasm and what that turns into for the Bears.
But would it be
This city will boil up. If
Well,
they start like 4-0.
but maybe it's Dan's turn. You had the Patriots for so long that somebody's got to be up.
If
and
they start 4-0, Dave.
I know. I don't know. Eddie is in a walking cast. Things are going. So.
wait, he's in a walking cast from the punt catching.
Yeah.
Grade 1 calf.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. All right, Will. So the playbook picks. It's really any way you're seeing the board: personal reasons, team, coach, whoever you're liking this week. Who are you taking?
Yeah, personal reasons. Old playbook, Washington. I like them down in Tampa against the Bucks. I think the front office, they have their staff in. DQ, always raving reviews with him. I like Jaden Daniels. He seems like he seems frisky. And I really like what they have going on in Washington.
I agree with you on this pick, 3.5. I think the Bucks are good. They obviously lost Dave Canales to Carolina, and he was a big part of Baker being great last year. So I'll take the Commanders being able to keep this close.
Dave.
Sweep. I'm on the Commanders as well.
Okay, and then your playbook pick of the week.
I have the Texans -3 against the Colts. I think the Texans are a legit Super Bowl team there. If I had 2 Super Bowl picks, they were one of them. I think I'm leaning towards them. But you got to have this game come out of the chute. I think Stephon Diggs is the perfect year and a half. He's like T.O. in my mind. Like he's going to put up monster numbers and be a good citizen until he's not. And I think that's this year, and I think that offense is loaded. The quarterback, I'm a believer in. I think the coach is a great defensive coach, so I think they're going to be very tough this year.
And they kept Bobby Slowick. He didn't go anywhere, the OC. Because I agree. I think Texans are going to be very good this year. If it wasn't for Joe Burrow, I would have the Texans.
Yeah,
top of
and what ruined? I love Burrow. The backless suit he
I
wore
loved it.
in Italy or wherever. Too quick, can't do it. Turn me off.
Backless.
Yeah,
It
backless.
is backless.
It looked
Listen,
no, it
if
had no
you're a
back.
quarterback, don't go to Europe. Dave will be out on you.
You just didn't like the look of it? But
No, it's too like you got to have a couple.
Fashion statement?
No, so you
He
need.
did Fashion Week. It was in Paris.
He did
Paris.
Fashion Week.
Yeah, no, you can't do
The
that.
confidence and swagger you got to have is.
Gotta have the rings before you do it.
there are certain guys that can pull that off, and Joe Burrow's one of them. Like
Pull it
anything he
off,
does with his
yeah,
hair.
but-
Well,
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
You
the
just
hair
don't like
too.
it.
I don't like.
Oh, I
any-
love the
I
bleached
like Joe
hair.
Burrow, but like, gotta get that. I want my guy to win before he's doing that.
You don't like the
Tom
Justin
Brady
Bieber
wasn't
hair.
doing the Lombardo with Giselle till he had like 4 Super Bowls.
Dan, who are you taking to this game?
I feel like this is a trap, but I'm going to join him with the Texans. I
all
don't know.
three of you?
I keep looking at it, and I'm like, is this? Are we all just going in with the Texans? But I looked it up today. The Colts, as a franchise, the last time they won Week 1 was
2018.
2013. It's been
That's
a long
11
time
years
since they
is
won a
bad.
Week 1 game.
No shit.
Slow starters, yeah. So I'm going to take the Texans as well. This is one of those games I feel like everyone's been on the Texans and I might be walking in a trap, but I don't believe in Anthony Richardson. I'm sorry, Colts.
2.5 points.
I love it.
Yeah, Fashion Week.
Yeah, fashion.
I mean, I would never do that. But that's
well,
Fashion
it's
Week.
Super Bowl. Go win Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We can do that.
But if you are going to do it, Joe Burrow can do it.
Well, if Joe Burrow with Super Bowl, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't
Fashion
want my
Week-
guys I don't want my guys at Fashion Week when we haven't won a Super Bowl.
But it's not in the season.
It's always in the season. What are you, crazy? Season never ends.
What are you, crazy?
I think I liked it. What do you think? You don't like it?
No, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's Joe Burrow.
He's Joe Burrow.
Well, he's Joe Burrow without Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And a backless. And the hair, it's great. Okay, let's go to the Fireball Rapid Fire Picks of the Week, a new sponsor this year. So many things make football great, but you know what the best thing is? Kicking the living shit out of your rival, and there's absolutely no better feeling as an athlete or a fan. And this week, as I mentioned earlier, we have Matt Stafford returning to Detroit against Jared Goff, and Fireball Whiskey is here to give you the spark. Go ahead. Why don't you take some, Will? Why don't you take some? To ignite that rivalry all season long, whether you're buying those sneaky little shooters before going into the stadium or going big with the Fireball keg for your tailgate. Grab Football Buddy, buy around, and ignite the rivalry flame. How'd that taste?
Good.
Good. Good cinnamon taste.
Yeah.
Good cinnamon taste.
My favorite liquor.
Okay, so we're going to go just rapid fire through these. I'm going to set you guys up with the lines, and you take it wherever you want. Dave, I will start with you. I assume we will spend a little bit more time on this game because it is the New England Patriots
Not much
against
to
the
talk
Bengals.
about with them,
Not much.
really.
Okay, Bengals minus 8.5.
Bengals minus 8.5.
Well, I'm going to take the Patriots every week.
Right. Fair.
I think they're going to get smoked every week, pretty much. And to be honest, as a Patriot fan, there's really not much interest in even watching the games until Drake May plays. So whatever.
But you're going to take them.
You don't want to support Jacoby?
Well, it's like, we're better off losing.
Yeah, no, Hank said it perfectly. He said
I'm supporting
we
my
did what would be a disaster season for your team. And he said 8 wins.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
What is the good in winning with Jacoby?
I don't know.
It's just
There is
delaying.
right.
It's delaying the
It's
inevitable.
quite literally nothing.
It's delaying the inevitable.
It's like our franchise, our future at this point is whether Drake May is the guy or not.
So
I'm rooting for him to be the guy, Dave.
I know you're not because
No,
I've
I
already.
am.
I know you're not. I know you're not
Tables have
because I've
turned.
already. I wouldn't expect anybody to root for me. Why should you? I have more rings than I know what to do with. So. I
just
do.
in every sport.
Everything.
I'm taking. So the problem is we only pick spread. We don't pick totals. This is probably my favorite under of the week, just because I think the Patriots defense is going to be good still. Their offense is going to be bad. The Bengals had T. Higgins out for a while during minicamp. They had Jamar Chase out for a while. I think it's going to be a little sloppy. So I'm going to have to go gun to head, take the Patriots because I think it's going to be so low scoring. So I think it's going to be like a 17-13 type of game.
you think so?
Yeah, I do.
17?
17-13 is that what? Yeah, I said
Patriots
that.
had like one of the better defenses of the league last year.
Like I think the Bengals are going to win, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring game that's going to,
Okay.
just not a lot of possessions. Just,
Yeah.
Both teams just looking a little bit clunky. And if you have 8.5 points and both teams aren't playing, like if this game was happening in Week 10, I'd hammer the
Different
Bengals.
conversation.
Right.
Okay, Will, the Cardinals at the Bills. The Bills minus 6.5.
I like the Bills. Arizona, I think Murray, he'll be a good fantasy football quarterback. I do not think he'll show up in this game. But Josh Allen, who's the new receiver that they got this year?
Well, they have
drafted?
Keon Coleman, from Florida State.
Yeah. They obviously, Stephon Diggs, he's down in Houston now. I think, honestly, outside looking in, everybody was observing Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs last year, and everybody kind of had their take. If there's drama, if there's no drama, I think they did their best to make it work. But I think Stephon Diggs being down in Houston will ultimately be a good thing for Josh Allen, and I like the Bills.
Dan?
I'm realizing I'm just hating every single one of my picks, which might be a good thing, but I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 6.5. I'm high on them offensively. I think their defense probably won't be great, but if you can score points and you get a 6.5 point spread, that's easy backdoor. Like if this becomes a shootout back and forth, so I'm going to take 6.5 for the Cardinals.
Dave?
I think Cardinals win the game.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I think Cardinals are going to be a little bit sneaky. I I think it's a bounce back year for Kyler. I think the Ohio State, Marvin Harrison, he's better than people have even realized because he got shut down against Michigan. That don't mean nothing. I think he's going to have a huge year. I think they win this. I think the Bills come a little shaky out of the gate, so I like Arizona.
You think Cardinals are going to be a good team this year?
I think they're going to be
I think they're going to offensively be.
I think they have a real shot to be above 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison's legit.
I think they can start off hot, but to me, Kyler Murray, it's like once one thing goes wrong and any type of story gets into their facility, I think they're done.
Yeah, it could be right.
Okay, so the Steelers at the Falcons. Jerry, I'm going to check in with you. The Falcons -3.5. Before the show, you found out that Russie may be out?
Yeah, so
What?
great that you bring that up. Heard the news, seen the phone. Russ, calf flared up again, was out pretty much most of training camp with it, was limited the whole time in training camp. Walking here, I did one of those prayers like, God, just please, Russie, be okay. Checked my phone about 5 minutes ago. Mike Tomlin said he's in the plan for week 1 still.
Oh, he is?
So
Okay.
he will.
Is that good?
He will be playing week 1. Listen, everybody.
Hurt Russell Wilson?
Well, everybody's gonna be shitting on Russ. Listen,
more.
all this guy has done is
I
win.
don't love that statement from Coach. He's in the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's also like
he's
a
gonna
less
be the week 1 starter.
A less
Coaches
mobile.
always say that. Coaches
less
always say
mobile
that.
Russ Wilson is bad.
Listen, everybody, I've been getting shit on this whole offseason with Russie, and it's just ridiculous.
You're sussy for Russie.
Yeah, he threw 26 touchdowns last year, 8 interceptions with a Broncos team who was abysmal. They hated him there. They wanted him out. Listen, the Steelers lead the league since the merger with the most one-score game wins. That is a fact. 61
It's a merger.
It's the merger.
When 1970?
1970. They lead the league in one-score game
This
wins.
is what he does, though. He always throws his stats out
That
there. No one
is
can check.
a fact.
Where did
Listen,
you- where-
hate the Steelers, love the Steelers. All they do is win close.
Can I ask you a question? Did you actually do the research on that stat yourself,
I seen it on
or
Twitter. I seen
see,
it on
exactly.
Twitter. That was listen. Russie's going to be good.
Yeah.
He's going to be good. He's a winning quarterback. Super Bowl under his belt. The Steelers' defense is so good. They are starved for just decent quarterback play. They haven't had it in years. They won 10 wins last year with Kenny Pickett, who wasn't great. They Mason Rudolph, who really wasn't that good. Was a quarterback 3. So this defense is so good. You just need Russ to be okay. And this team wins 11 games.
Do you think?
Give me the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers.
Do you think it might have been the Steelers have the most wins since the merger?
No.
Okay.
One-score games.
One-score games.
Yep.
How do you even find that stat?
Yeah, did you just make that stat up?
I did not. That is a.
You said you saw it on Twitter. Did you tweet it?
I did not tweet it. I might have retweeted it.
He retweeted it. So
Possibly.
find that. Dave, I saw that you were going to buy Jerry a Pickett shirt that was on sale.
Yeah, I was in Pittsburgh the other day. They had it was Pickett to Pickens on clearance rack.
Okay, Dave, what do you think about the Steelers-Falcons game?
Falcons are one of those teams, new quarterback, all the changes. I'm going to take the Falcons here, but I don't love it. And I don't love betting against the Steelers. I'll say this, you don't get rich betting against the Steelers and an underdog.
Yeah, Tomlin.
That definitely is the case, but I am going to take the Falcons in this game.
Will?
I have a crazy stat to throw in.
I like both teams. Coach Arthur Smith, he's now at the Steelers. I think Najee will have a solid year with the creativity that already has in the run game. I also like the Falcons. I think Bijan gets crazy this year. I like Coach Morris a lot.
Both teams?
I like both teams, but I'm going to go with Atlanta. I'm going to go with Atlanta -3.5 at home. Big Cat?
Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson's cooked.
Fair. That's what you think. That's your opinion. Everybody has their own opinion.
So the Falcons, I'll take the Falcons.
Wow.
You think he's just cooked forever?
Dan hates that pick.
he's cooked.
Dan hates that pick. I seen it in his face because he knows Tomlin, underdog. He knows what he's did. You hate the pick. I know you hate the pick. I know you. I know you. We're friends. We're close friends.
I do hate the pick
You hate
because
the
of
pick.
Tomlin. I
Just
do
say
hate
it.
the
Yes.
pick. But
Exactly.
Russell Wilson stinks. If you told me Justin Fields was playing in this
Kenny
game, I would
Pickett
take him.
stunk and
I
he won
like
10
Fields.
games.
I wish we got whatever. Maybe Drake May's the guy. Can I say my stat?
Of course you can, Dave.
He's throwing out stats. Most career games with 20 points and 10 assists in the WNBA. Diana Taurasi has 9. Number 1 is Courtney Vandersloot.
Give me the Steelers.
10 of them, 422 games played. Diana Taurasi, 559 games played. She has 9. Caitlin Clark already has 7, 34 games
34
played.
games.
Wow.
What are we talking about?
The WNBA.
I switched.
I knew exactly
That
what
was
stat
a
you were
cra-
talking about.
I thought you were coming for like
No.
the merger.
No, I
Did you
heard
not hear
stat.
that stat just now?
I just need to.
I heard
get
the
that
stat, but
That
I'm
was-
just thinking
that's a crazy
That is
stat.
a crazy stat.
And people are still thinking that she should win Rookie of the Year, but that's a
Crazy
whole different,
stat.
whole different thing.
No,
Oh,
they don't think that anymore. That's ship sailed triple double the other night. Go ahead.
did you fact check?
No, I can't find it. Jerry finds.
I'll find it. So, dude, he switched his pick, by the way. He's on the Steelers now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
heard that.
Tomlin. The Tomlin underdog thing always gets me.
Even with-
That's what he
even
does.
Russ.
He just keeps games close.
Jerry, do you think that sometimes he just
I
picks
know Arthur
against you?
Smith's
or picks
revenge
against
game.
you?
Kirk
No,
Cousins.
no.
Have we seen him play?
I don't.
He'll be-
But he realized. I looked in his eyes. He realized what he did, and then I saw his eyes went a certain way. I'm like, yeah, he wanted the Steelers because of Tomlin.
It's Tomlin. It has nothing to do with Jerry. It's
It was
Tomlin.
always Tomlin.
Okay, Dave, the Panthers at the Saints minus 3.5.
When we get into football season, we hear a lot of takes, a lot of opinions, a lot of things. Dan says something earlier here. It was his mortal on advisors, and he basically said, "I have the stinkiest game on the board," and then he didn't say who he had. I just looked at my phone and go, "You got Carolina." And it's like, "Yeah, I do." So that gets it.
Yeah.
Stinky
Going
ass.
with the Panthers?
He's right. What he
yeah.
said is right. Is
Yeah.
like, just people make assumptions like you were so bad last year, you're gonna be bad this year. The NFL isn't really like that. So
Right.
Dan sold me. I'm taking the Panthers.
Just because, everyone's like, oh, this will just continue. They'll just be just as bad, which they were. Here's a fun fact. The Carolina Panthers, who actually won 2 games last year, they never took a snap in the fourth quarter with a lead.
That's nuts.
It's insane. They were so bad. I do not think they're going to be that bad. I think you have to get better. That's how the NFL works. You don't just stay bad. You don't stay 2-win bad for multiple years in a row, unless maybe you're the Lions or the Browns. But
and it also, the spread based on 9-8 versus 2-15, it's kind of begging people to take the Saints.
Right.
What are you going to do? Are you going to ride with the boys? It's his mortal lock.
Mortal.
Yeah, I feel like, especially that last day, yeah.
Deontay Johnson.
I mean,
I got a jersey.
Olave.
Yeah, you just said a name.
That's
Yep.
like-
Kamara.
Okay.
Kamara's washed.
Name 5 Saints.
DC.
Okay.
Mario Davis.
Okay.
Cameron Jordan.
There we go.
Kamara's washed.
Give me the Panthers.
Okay, there we go.
I'll rock with that.
Yeah,
I'll rock. I truly, I know nothing
Smart.
going on with the Panthers, but I'll ride with you guys.
Smart.
It's your mortal lock.
It is.
Mortal.
That's why
Mortal.
Mortal, that's
You can
why.
only say mortal. We're not allowed to say the L word.
Oh,
Yeah.
just mortal.
Just mortal. That's why we keep yelling mortal.
Yeah, every time you guys say the L word, we say
go
mortal.
No L words.
Mortal.
Mortal.
No L words. Okay, mortal. Will the Vikings at the Giants, Vikings minus 1.5.
Fuck. I mean, this game. The Giants and Vikings. Vikings, unfortunate. Losing
Can I help
Jake.
you? Can I
It's so
help you?
hard not to
Can I
laugh.
help you? I'll help you. Sam Darnold.
How do you do this every year?
That's a tough game.
Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones, one of those two will have a better than expected year.
Sam Darnold. Let's go Vikings. Vikings minus 1.5. Daniel Jones has to be perfect this year. Everybody wants his head on a stake. If he's not perfect from the get-go, they're all going to call for him, and he's going to, right when he throws that first pick, it's already ingrained in him. It's over. He's going to jog to the sideline. They'll pat him, hey, stay in it. It's just the first quarter, and it's over. Vikings minus 1.5.
Because Sam Darnold, notoriously pretty sound in the brain. He doesn't see ghosts.
Throw the ball to Justin
ghosts.
Jefferson. Throw the ball to Justin Jefferson.
Okay, I'm going to take the Giants.
Dave?
Yeah, first of all, I'm sad about JJ. I was excited to watch him this year. I think he was going to be a good quarterback. So that was tough. I know how much he puts into the game. I don't.
Well said. Well said. Well said.
It wasn't funny.
Well, it was.
I don't hate Daniel Jones yet. I'm taking the Giants here. I think he could have a bounce back year.
Brian Dable also doing he knows he's kind of like, this is it, because he already took over the offensive play calling, and he's a good offensive play caller. Brian Dable was the offensive coordinator when Josh Allen started, having
And there's
to
certain
end
guys.
this year.
He's one of those. There's some quarterbacks, and I'm sure there'll be plays that go against what I'm going to say. There's some guys you watch, no pressure, not too much, happy feet, terrible throws. He was getting abused.
Yeah.
Abused.
And the one thing the Giants did is they should have the best offensive line they've had for him in his career.
Yeah, I think he
He
can
threw
make
3 picks in that preseason game, first half.
preseason. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
No buts. Preseason don't matter.
Hey,
you're going against vanilla defense.
Jerry, what happened with the Steelers last year in the preseason?
Undefeated.
Okay, and how did the season go?
Not good.
I don't think the Patriots
I'm
won
just
a
saying, he's got the
won a
yips.
Jerry
preseason.
literally told us the Steelers were going to be the most dynamic offense in the league because he watched preseason last year.
Well, Jerry and I did have that wager on who
The worst wager of all time.
Mac Jones versus Kenny Pickett.
The worst
that's-
wager of all time.
Like just 2 gigantic losers.
I mean, it's almost impossible.
Those guys were throwing for 60 yards a game. It was 60-yard, 1 TD, 4 ints. Yeah. It was crazy.
Garbage.
You guys
Hot
bet on like a
garbage.
horse race and the jockey fell off in the first 10 yards and the other horse died.
Yeah. They weren't.
That's what happened.
It was very competitive, but not for the right reasons.
Who was worse? Okay, Dan, the Broncos at the Seahawks. The Seahawks -6.
Okay, I love the Seahawks in this game. Bo Nix, rookie quarterback, going on the road against Mike McDonald, who was the Ravens DC last year, really good defensive coordinator. He runs a lot of stuff that's going to confuse him, try to make him hold on the ball a little extra bit. That was kind of what the Ravens did last year. So I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Will?
It's a tough spread.
Yeah.
No, I like.
You didn't really see it coming either.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah.
2 games in a row. You got to pick it up.
I do. I like Seattle McDonald and Jake Pete's leaving the Rams to go be the pass game coordinator to pair with the who was the college coach that came over to Seattle to be the OC. You don't got me. This is where hey Will, when you have a dumb moment, you're gonna bail me
Seattle
out.
head coach.
Their OC, their offensive coordinator, came from college. He's not institutionalized. That's what I was going to go with. He's not going to be in the whole copycat league right away. He's going to run his own stuff. I think Seattle can be dangerous this year. They might be able to win the West, in my opinion.
Dave?
I don't like the clean sweep. 6-point spreads, opening week. You don't know what teams you're getting. I've never been a huge...
Brian Grubb was who you were talking about.
I've never been a huge Bo Nix guy, but I think they keep it close. I'll take... it won't shock me again. You can't have high confidence, but I'm going to take the Broncos.
Okay, Dave, the Raiders at the Chargers -3.
Harbaugh, one of the great coaches this game's ever seen. Just knows how to win, knows how to play bully football. I'm going to take the Chargers here. Harbaugh gets the win right out of the gate.
It's 2 bully footballs against each other. Because Antonio Pierce is bully football as well. I'll take the Chargers.
Will?
I'll go Raiders. My intel's told me that if they lose Herbert at all, they're in very big trouble, and they do not handle double calls in the huddle very well.
What do you mean if they lose Herbert?
I think so. I have
he's
some
not
scouts
playing?
as well, and people I talk to, that if Mahomes goes out with an injury, the Chiefs might be in trouble.
Did you hear my second reason?
He's saying that
They
if the quarterback
struggle
gets
handling
hurt, they're
double
gonna-
calls in the huddle as well. That's just my intel.
But what do you
If
mean?
they lose Herbert, they're gonna stink.
It's a hypothetical, Dave. He doesn't have
No
the information on
shit.
it.
That's
They
the- that's
lost
the-
Herbert last year and they
That's the
stunk.
dumbest thing I've ever
It's
heard.
not only, it's doubly dumb because it's not only like if they lose the quarterback, they're gonna stink. We literally watched them lose the
put it in
quarterback
blood
last
and
year
water.
and they stunk.
No, but you don't. It's like Dave thought
Can't
you
have
meant,
any blood in the water.
No, Will, Dave
no,
thought
to be
you
honest,
meant
That was
I
a
thought
crazy,
he was going to be
crazy
out.
thing
I thought
to
you
say.
meant someone told you he's not playing.
Correct.
No, if he gets hurt.
Well, yeah. If he gets hurt, that DraftKings, I've always said that if your quarterback gets hurt, you should be able to buy that insurance before the game, like a major injury insurance.
You just did the Mincy when Mincy told PFT that he talked to Jaden Daniels' QB coach and said that he thinks he's a guy.
Don't mention me, dude. It's week 1. It's Will Compton Day.
And Dave is still wearing your shirt, so
Yeah.
it is Will
That was
Compton Day.
strange, though, the way you.
Look, Raiders.
Well, that I watched Dave process it. He truly thought he needed to change.
Why
his pick.
else would you say it? Anybody who loses their starting quarterback, that's going to change how you look at the game.
My intel
that
told me if Herbert goes down, they're
Correct.
in trouble.
Right.
Who was your intel?
I can't
brain?
give it up.
I mean, Will, anytime a quarterback goes down,
I can't
a
give it
struggle.
up, Casey.
okay.
They're in trouble if Justin goes down.
Okay, all right. The only team in the whole league that would be in trouble if their quarterback goes down. Monday Night Football, the Jets at the 49ers. The 49ers -4.5. Dan, who you taking this Monday night?
I'm going to take the Jets. This is going back to a theme I talked about it with the Bengals. Ayuk missing all of preseason, minicamp, or training camp. Trent Williams sitting out for a little bit. The 49ers are still going to be very good, but it has to be a little bit clunky when it starts, and I think the Jets this is all in. Jets have to do, everyone's job is on the line this year for the Jets.
Dave?
I'm taking the 49ers. I do not think Aaron Rodgers will be ready for week 1. I don't know. He's doing, what's the stuff, Galapagos, or he's out in the islands.
No, ayahuasca?
Yeah, ayahuasca.
Went to Egypt.
He's doing everything. Taylor Swift, who I like, he's there. I don't think he locks in the beginning of the season at his stature, even though he probably should with the Jets. The Jets may have a decent season. I think the Niners will be more ready. It's at San Francisco. I'll take 49ers.
Will?
I agree. And Brock Purdy goes down. I like Josh Dobbs in the backup role.
What?
Not a team in trouble.
Good to know.
Purdy goes down.
No.
You walked right into
What
that
do you
one.
like about Josh Dobbs?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You remember the Vikings last year?
Yeah, then
That's
what
in
happened
last.
after that?
That's in last.
Go on a little run.
Josh Dobbs, if Josh Dobbs has to start
Tennessee Titans 2 years ago. What do you do at the end of the year?
If Josh Dobbs has to
handle
start
business.
one game, you're great.
2 games.
If he has to start 2 games, you're in trouble. If you have to start 3 games,
No, he
We're
can
talking
do two.
about
It's over.
We're talking about Jets, Niners. They lost
Just
30
in this game. Got it, got it.
I love Dobbs in the
Got
backup
it.
role.
Just for the single game.
Yeah, and I also agree with Dave. I think the Niners are more ready. I think they're fired up. Obviously, they get to the Super Bowl again and lose. And I'm with you on the Aaron Rodgers train. But I do think the Jets are going to have a good season this year. It's just going to take a few games to kind of get in rhythm. Because Garrett Wilson's going to be dangerous. Breece Hall is going to be dangerous. And that defense is nasty.
Okay, it's time for another new segment. It is Hot Takes. So moving forward after this week, it'll be a hot take of the week. So week 2, week 3, go on. But this week, we're going to do your hottest take of the 2024 NFL season. Dan, do you want to start?
I don't want to start.
Who wants to start?
I can start.
Dave.
It's kind of a combo. I think, and I've already said what I think about this guy earlier in the show, and it shows that I put rivalries aside. I think C.J. Stroud will win a Super Bowl before his alma mater wins a national championship.
But
I like that.
you think he'll win a Super Bowl this year? Let's make it a season. Well, let's make it 2020, 2024.
What are you getting at?
You're making one that's way down the road. Like, we're not going to know if this take hits
Ohio
or not.
State could win a national title this year.
Ohio State's pretty good this year, yeah.
I'm saying
But he's saying CJ's going to win. So I'm saying, okay, are you saying they're going to win the Super Bowl this year?
they're who I picked, yeah.
He said that earlier.
Okay.
He did say that, yeah.
So Texans win the Super Bowl.
Texans to win the Super Bowl.
Texans win the Super Bowl.
pick.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good hot take.
Thanks.
Okay.
next?
Cowboys
All right, I'll
not
go
making
my
the
hot take.
playoffs.
Oh. Cowboys dominate in the playoffs?
Cowboys don't make the playoffs.
Don't make the playoffs.
Don't make the
Got it.
playoffs.
Now, you did this last year with the Chiefs.
You did do this.
Broncos a sneaky underdog in the AFC West.
said
Broncos a
Chiefs won it.
sneaky underdog in the AFC West.
He said the Chiefs were going to lose like 4 out of the first 6 or something crazy.
I said something crazy like that. They did open up the season with a loss to the Lions, and I think I was the only guy in America that was with the Lions last year on week 1.
No, I bet
I had the Lions.
I bet them. They were like 7-point underdogs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We are so back.
It was so
Broncos sneaky underdog in the AFC West.
good. Okay.
Like Bo Nix, Sean Payton, young defense. Surtain just got paid.
I'll throw 2 out there. I do think the Bears are going to make the playoffs. I believe that. And then my hot take is the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl.
That's your hot take?
Yeah.
They're like the favorite.
Let me ask you a question. Has anyone won 3 Super Bowls in a row?
The answer is no.
Patriots should have.
Never happened. That's a pretty hot take. To predict something to happen that's never happened? That's as hot as you can get. Cowboys have missed the playoffs. In their history, have they not?
Yeah,
In the history of the NFL, no team has won 3 Super Bowls in a row. I just predicted it.
you're right.
I love whenever you.
That's hot.
and you're
That's
just-
hot.
You're just silent.
Dave, has it happened? It's never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
happened.
No, it's never
Okay.
happened. It's never happened.
It's never
It's a
happened.
hot take.
Have the Broncos been frisky before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The Texans have never won.
That passes
I guess
your hot
Dave-
take check?
Yeah, Dave and I had the hottest takes.
Okay.
He's just admitting defeat now. He's just ready for
I
the show to be
trapped
over.
him. I trapped my guy in that one because he didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
He didn't. It's week 1.
It is week 1.
Gotta
There's
warm
lot
up
to
a
shake
little.
up after this. We'll reevaluate.
There's a lot of football
Yeah,
left.
watch some tape. You'll be fine.
yeah.
Okay, so the survivor pool picks Who won? Dan, did you win last year? I don't even remember who won last year.
Oh, I think I did. I think Jerry
You
owes
won
me
like
money.
2 times throughout the year.
Yeah.
It's kind of over a couple times.
So I was talking to Dave before the show. This year, I think that we're going to do
We'll do DK dollars for you, so you get a DK bet.
DK bet, and then whoever's sitting in the guest chair, it just rolls over every single week. So whoever it is inherits the person's pick before. Dan, I will let you start since you won last year.
Yep, I
Who are you
mentioned this
taking?
game. I love this game. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Okay. Will?
Am I allowed to do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copycat. Not a name.
Dave, pass.
I hate doing it, but I'm taking the Bengals.
Bengals. Okay.
I like
Will?
the Bengals too.
So you're not going to copy.
Please.
He's right. Like you gotta go with the teams that are
Patriots.
playing the
I-
Patriots.
and I
Lucas,
don't want him to win.
I have a request for a video. If the Patriots somehow shock the world and beat the Bengals, I want Dave saying I'm taking the Bengals, and then the video that he's going to make after being like, ha 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 ha, Super Bowl back on.
I 100% hope I can make that video.
Yeah, I know you will, but you will make that video.
I hope
you will make that video.
Dan, first thing, hand up. I thought we were done. I thought the dynasty was over. I thought the Bengals, Joe Burrow, he's wearing these backless suits, streets of Paris. No. You come into Foxborough where there's still
Two games in
championship.
Cincinnati.
Even better. We go on the road.
Joey Chestnut's halftime performance.
Halftime performance.
Going 5v1
they're
bratwurst
eating hot
eating
dogs,
competition.
making fun of
Bratwurst.
us. They think this thing's dead.
Dan Hurley,
We still
ruler
have
of the jungle.
Same owner. We still have the same #1 fan. This team, this guts. So I hope I can do it.
Yeah.
There it is.
The
There it is.
backless,
That's
the
the
backless,
video.
yeah, the backless suit, the bleach blonde hair.
That's the video.
Come into play.
You thought we were dead.
Yeah, who do you think you are, Cincinnati? You're a blue-collar city. You got Eminem as your quarterback, dancing around in the Paris. We're out in the weight room. I hope I can do that. I don't
Jerry?
think we can.
I'm going to go with the Vikings against the Giants.
Oh.
Yeah, I just feel like I watched that clip with when they lost Saquon Barkley, the coaching staff, they were a mess. They didn't know what to do with themselves, so disgusted. They went to Philadelphia. I think they're going to be in shambles this year, so I'll take the Vikings.
Okay. All right, so just a reminder, we're on social media at PFF Show on Twitter, Instagram. You're going to get all these moments. And, I mean, Will, how do you feel about your first game back?
Not good.
No.
Not good.
I don't either.
A lot of these.
I feel bad.
Every pick that I had,
I feel
they
bad.
were opposite.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking,
No.
yeah, it
I
kind of makes
feel,
some sense.
I feel like I'm going to sit in this seat next Thursday and just be like, 4-12. What?
All right. And Dave, this airs on Friday night, and we'll be in Ann Arbor for the college football show.
Can't wait. Michigan Center of College Football Universe yet again on Saturday.
It's shared.
With who?
I think Nebraska-Colorado will be more viewed than the Michigan-Texas game.
I mean, it's hard to say that's Dion.
And it's night.
Well, and it's Nebraska.
Well, it's Dion.
Dion.
And it's
Night
Nebraska.
I don't think it will.
I
be
actually don't
Texas,
think it will
Michigan.
be. I don't think it will.
That's okay. I'm saying right now, maybe it's a hot take.
Last year it would have been. I don't think this year it will, but we could be wrong.
I mean, it's the national chance for Texas, so it's a big game, no doubt.
Yeah, I think more people will be tuned in to Nebraska-Colorado.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I guess we'll see. And we'll be back next week for week 2.